In this video, I'm going to reveal to you the most useful concept in A-level physics. This is going to help you with understanding the concept, solving the question, and giving a correct explanation that is going to get you marks. To introduce myself, my name is Imperial and I graduated from the University of Cambridge from Natural Sciences with a first-class honors. In year 12 and year 13, I got the highest score in my country for physics A-level and AS level. The most useful concept in A-level physics is something called proportionality, which you may or may not have heard of before. So there's proportionality and there's inverse proportionality. Proportionality is when you see a relationship such as P is equal to E over T. In this relationship, we can say that P is proportional to E, meaning as P increases, E will also increase, or vice versa. As E increases, P will also increase. And we can say that P is inversely proportional to T. As P increases, T will decrease. As P decreases, T will increase. Because most of the relationships that you learn in A-level physics, especially in year 12, are going to be relationships where it's a formula with three things and one of them is going to be something is equal to one thing over another thing. Proportionality is an extremely useful concept. You can always explain things to yourself by thinking, if this thing increases, this thing will also increase. Or if this thing increases, this thing will decrease if it's inverse proportionality. Another thing that's useful to know about proportionality is the way that proportionality can be displayed on a graph. If you draw a graph where the axes, like for example, this axis is V and then this axis is I, you then draw a line relating V and I. The line will always be a straight line that goes through the origin, and that is a sign of proportionality. Whenever a question asks you, how do you know that these two things are proportional, you say it's a straight line and it goes through the origin. For example, in the relationship V is equal to IR, there's also a third thing, which is R, right? So R is equal to V over I. In this case, R is something which is called a proportionality constant. It's used for scaling how one thing changes relative to something else. If you have a large proportionality constant, that means that the thing it's multiplying with is going to increase by a lot if you increase the first thing by little. With a lot of explanation questions, you can usually quote the formula and then you can say, as one thing increases, something else also increases. For example, we'll look at the example of an object which is falling and reaching terminal velocity. You can use in that explanation that as an object falls, the air resistance on the object is going to increase because air resistance is proportional to velocity. So as the velocity of the object increases as it falls, the terminal velocity will be reached because the air resistance is also going to increase with the velocity, something like that. Now, it might be confusing sometimes because the proportionality constant is not always the same thing. The proportionality constant is the thing that you keep the same, right? So let's say in a situation you have V is equal to IR, but instead of keeping the resistance the same, what you're keeping the same is the current. And then what you vary is the potential difference and the resistance. So in that case, I is going to be your proportionality constant. I is going to stay the same. And so as V increases, you expect R to increase, or if R increases, you expect V to increase for the same I. I hope that that makes sense, and any questions, let me know down below. But the most useful concept in physics for explaining and understand anything is the proportionality relationship. If you are interested in listening to me explain all the other topics in the syllabus, let me know. I have an online course which I really recommend for you for year 12 physics. DM us at Imperial Academy to inquire more about the course. It includes teaching videos by me, past paper question packs by topic. You get to meet with me and consult with me personally. There's also a Discord group which you will be put into, and there is also a definitions list with all the definitions from the mark scheme. Okay. Lastly, please give this video a like if you found it helpful. Comment back down below if you have any questions at all. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on physics, math, and study and revision tips. And you can join my Discord server, which is going to be in a comment down below. If you are interested in asking me anything, DM me at Nepal_Academy on Instagram or in the Discord. Okay, see you guys!